If you love to witness many faces and moods of the Himalaya, the sunlight shining through the trees, the wind in tall deodars, wildflowers in the morning dew, enjoy the solitude, experience the power of silence, Binsar's the place for you. Hi friends, welcome to this video on Binsar Forest. I love still photography, and this is the videographic presentation of the images I captured during my Himalayan trip in 2019. Few video clips used here were recorded on my iPhone with a selfie stick. Hence, don't expect a cinematic experience. It gives glimpses of the beautiful journey to Binsar. Come, we shall start this video with a virtual journey to Binsar. While we drive through this beautiful road, let us have some insight of the place we are visiting. Binsar is the sleepy and picturesque hamlet in one of the most scenic locations in the Himalayan hills. Locals say Binsar was named after the Bhubaneswar Mahadev temple, a 16th century temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. The name Binsar is a British distortion of Bhubaneswar, that may itself be a distortion of Vishveshwara, the Lord Shiva. Binsar was the summer capital and the hunting grounds of the Chand kings of Almora, who ruled over Himalayan from the 11th to 18th centuries AD. In later years, after the British defeated them and it became a British-administered region, the senior bureaucrats of the administration established estates here. When British left India, these estates were sold to wealthy businessmen of India. all enjoying this beautiful journey. We have reached the entrance to Binsar. After completing the necessary formalities, at the forest checkpost, we enter the Binsar forest. Continuing our story on Binsar. Later, Mukti Dutta founded an NGO, Jhandi Dhar Samiti, a society for the empowerment of the native population, in 1987, with the objective of involving the locals to preserve the forests and wildlife in the Binsar region. She urged the then Prime Minister of India, Shri Rajiv Gandhi, to take personal interest in the protection of the unique biodiversity of the Binsar forests, against threats from poachers and the timber mafia. In 1988, the Jhandi Dhar Samiti was provided financial assistance by the government for reforestation work in Binsar area. A year later in 1989, Binsar was declared a wildlife sanctuary for the conservation and protection of the shrinking broadleaf oak, quercus forests of the central Himalayan region, and its fauna. The sanctuary spreads over 45.59 square kilometers. Its altitude varies from 900 to 2,500 meters, with an average height of 2,412 meters. The sanctuary hosts 25 types of trees, 24 types of bushes and 7 varieties of grasses and over 200 species of birds. The forest is home to the graceful leopard, the craftiest of hunters amongst the big cats that relies on its superb camouflage and stealth rather than brute power for bringing down its prey. Leopards are frequently spotted in Binsar and they prey on the still plentiful gorals, barking deer and the langurs. Binsar sits on top of the Jhandi Dhar hills in the Himalayas, about 33 kilometers north of Almora town in Uttarakhand. Due to its location, it offers spellbinding views of the majestic Himalayan peaks such as Chaukhamba, Trishul, Nanda Devi, Shivling, and Panchachuli. After driving through the forest of Deodar, Cheer, Pine and Oak, the long winding road got narrower and narrower at every turn. The last 1 kilometer turned to soil and it got a little difficult to steer through casually. Around 4 in the evening, we reached our destination, Kumaon Mandal Vikas Nigam, tourist rest house. After completing the check-in formalities, we dumped our luggage in our room and rushed to the terrace of the guest house, the amphitheatre from where you can view the drama enacted on a 300 kilometers wide stage. Unfortunately, the whole range of Himalayas was veiled by thick cloud. A black-headed jay, perched on a tree with Himalayan backdrop, entertained us for a few minutes. Then we decided to head towards the Binsar Dak bungalow, 500 meters away, a perfect place to view the beautiful sunset. It was a pleasant walk. The tall green trees, sunlight shining through the trees, the green hues. The stage was set for the sunset. A quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson flashed in my mind. Every sunset brings the promise of a new dawn. It was still dark at 6 in the morning. All the guests who stayed at the guest house were gathered at the terrace to witness the splendid spectacle, commencing shortly. Fortunately, it was a clear sky. All the peaks were tinted pink. Golden fingers of sunlight lit up the eastern horizon. Above those tangerine mountains, kissed to their heady blush by the sun, were clouds that moved in shoals. And so the sky was equal parts blue and a chorus of grays, streaked with silvers and golds. I have no words to describe this wonderful spectacle. Just sit back and enjoy this beautiful hues and shades. Now, it is time to introduce you the important peaks which took part in this mega event. After having our sumptuous breakfast at the guest house, we decided to go on a short trek of 2 kilometers to 0 Point. The trail goes on the ridge of the mountain, with grand view of Himalayas all along. Even though I didn't have a drone, I had the Google Earth satellite to take a bird's eye view of the trail. A grand view of faraway Nepal Himalayas, Dhaulagiri, Annapurna ranges, were visible. While on nature trail, we came across a cave believed to be used by leopards while breeding, and many birds, especially rufous-bellied woodpecker. Also, we met grey longurs, Indian tortoise-shell butterfly and common brimstone butterfly on the way back to guest house. We sat on the terrace of the guest house, sipping hot tea, enjoying the panoramic view. Now, it is cloudy sky. Almost all the peaks were partially hidden behind thick clouds. Observe the strange cloud formation on Panchachuli 2 and Dhaulagiri range. These lens-shaped clouds typically form where stable moist air flows over a mountain or a range of mountains. They are often comparable in appearance to a lens or saucer. Because of their unique appearance, they have been suggested as an explanation for some unidentified flying object (UFO) sightings. Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore has said, "Clouds come floating into my life, no longer to carry rain or usher storm, but to add color to my sunset sky." These words were taking shape over the mountains in front of me, followed by a spectacular moonrise over Dhaulagiri Mountains, made the day for me. Enjoy this beauty and awe of the evening. It was yet another beautiful morning, with another dazzling sunrise. All the peaks were gilded with gold. It was too poignant to bid adieu to this wonderful place. We packed our luggage, and with heavy heart left Binsar. On the way back we had the first glimpse of Nepal Himalayas, the Kedarnath Peak and Mandani Peak, and few birds. Eurasian jay, red-billed blue magpie, blue-fronted redstart, brown-fronted woodpecker, Finally, before bidding farewell to Binsar, we paid a visit to Bindeshwar Mahadev Temple.